back. It's your boy PJ Maxx, aka the Joy Hunter, and finally I'm hitting a target that, well, while I have no Jadas and not much in case of some of the green lights, but certainly a few Johnny Lightnings, this is the most I've seen in a while, even as it relates to 124s. So hopefully we're going to get to a good spot here. And this is actually not during the hours that I normally hunt, so it's very packed and very crowded. But hey, take a look at this, right? Some of those new Hot Wheel premium car cultures are showing up, and there are a few here. Actually, hold on just a second. So check out that gasser. We got a Willys. Ooh, and I would love this because this is a Mopar. Check out this 73 Plymouth Duster. So that's another premium car classic. Now, this is the first time I've seen the pegs full in a long time, and check it out. This is C-Case with those Target Reds also in here, which was from the B-Case. But as you can see, finally, there is stuff here to look at, to go through, and of course you guys know I'm gonna have to put you on pause in order to go through all of this and find out what's here. So let me do that. So a bunch here you can already see, but look, there's even an end cap. So we go from completely barren type situations to this one where they are completely full. Look at that dump bin. And you can already tell some people have already been here, but there's that new Batmobile, so that's a good clue that it's C-Case, and so is this Maverick, right? C-Case, right? This is back when Mavericks were cars. Now Mavericks are pickup trucks. So yeah, it's gonna take a moment to go through all of this, even though I can tell it's layered, which means somebody else has already been here. But let me see, maybe there's a few other things I can add to my basket today. Maybe there's a few things I can add. Let me pause you for a second. So, turning to action figures, check out the Transformers. Almost just like Hot Wheels. Hardly anything here. And then when it comes to action figs, check this out. Just a few things, and then look at this huge set here with Gorilla Grodd, King Shark, and then Batman and Flash. So that's pretty cool, but we have something like that now. So a few things, a few G.I. Joes that you've seen before in some of my other videos hanging on the pegs. Some of this Dungeons and Dragon stuff, which is kind of newer to me to see out on the pegs. And you know what I like? Those Marvel Legends 3 3/4, but as you can see, they don't have anything here. They fully restocked their Spider-Man stuff, which sold really well. And then here's a lot of leftovers from last year that's here. We've seen this before in some of my other videos, so a lot of this is not new. So that's what's happening in action figures. Okay, let's go check out the NECA and the Pops. Okay, NECA first, check it out. Some stands, a little bit of Flash Gordon. There's Candyman. Right. We got some Groot sitting here hanging, some Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein is here. Right, Alien, Predator, Gargoyles, as we would imagine. Friday the 13th. And it looks like there's even some Hello Kitty stuff here from Kid Robot. So there's a little bit of that. That's actually pretty cool. A bit pricey, but still pretty cool. So what's going on in terms of Pops? Well, a lot of stuff left over from Wakanda Forever. Not a shock. I hated that movie. Maybe you guys liked it, but I'll just be honest. That was trash to me. The first one was better. The first Black Panther was awesome, and it was more fun. When you left the theater, you felt hopeful and it was fun, but not so with Black Panther 2. But anyway, that's another song and dance, right? We're here to look at these Pops. So here's Mickey, and here's a damaged Tupac. That would be pretty cool, except for all of that. Who's gonna buy that torn up like that? They need to mark that down. That's the only way they're gonna sell that and get that out of here, right? That's what I would think. So once again here, you can see there's the Villains Lair from the McFarlane set, if you bought any of the villains that have been out. All right, here's some more scenes from Jurassic Park. Also from that McFarlane set, here's the Bat Cycle. All right, with the sidecar that comes with it that Robin rode on. And then, of course, the figures right here. That's all that they have hanging. So that's sold pretty well. Pretty well. So, yeah, this is kind of the standard fare we've been seeing for a while. At least it's getting better stocked. And I'm glad to see that Target is leading the way on some of that so far. The Walmarts I've been to have been, well, they've been disappointing. All right, back in the studio, your boy PJ Maxx, aka the Joy Hunter. Finally, some CK. So if you watched my last video, you saw that I was finding mostly A's and B's, and I had to find them at a grocery store just because, well, Target and Walmart weren't doing Target and Walmart things normally, which is having the abundance of all the stock because, well, they have more stores. But I did find some CKs today, and I'm sure that's what you want to see, so let's get right to that. So from a JDM perspective, it was good to find this 89 Mazda RX-7 Savannah. So I did get this one from the CK, so this one's pretty cool. A little closer shot there. Now, because of the color green, it may not go very well with my green screen, but maybe in post-production I'll just put a different picture up, right? Okay. Also here is another Mazda, but it's the Mazda 7878 racing car. So this one was pretty cool. Don't have this one, so I wanted to make sure there we go, that I got this one. So yeah, pretty happy about this one. And of course, you know, I love that Nissan Maxima wagon. So here it is in all its glory. So this is yet another car that I'm going to get on a kick about. You know, I'm already on a kick with that black Liberty Walk Silvia S15. Well, I'm very interested in this one as well. So there we go. I got that in the house. Now, interestingly, I also found some of these Target Reds. So this is the Tesla Model Y, but in the red. So it's already been done in the white. And we've seen it in blue and red in the Matchbox part of town, if you will. But here it is in the red, and it is one of the Target Special Editions, first one of the year in terms of being part of that special series. And then not only that, here it is, yet another car to go on a kick about. It's the same car, but here it is in the Target red, and that's that Nissan Silvia S15 with the Liberty Walk package on it. Isn't that great? Yeah. So very, very excited to have that as well. All right. So you guys know that there was another version of this. It was in pink, the original color of this Debbie and Matt Hayes Pro Street Thunderbird. And here it is in white. So you know I'm all about those racing cars. And in this case, specifically drag racing. So this, here it is in white. So I love it. I'm here for it all day, all day, all day. Just keep loading me up. Now this car I bought because, again, sometimes I will buy the main of the car that is the Super. So this is the regular version or the common version of this car, this Camaro, but the Super will be different, and we know it'll be a Spectraflame paint, and we know that it'll have rubber tires on it instead of these plastic tires. These plastic tires just run better on the track, and Hot Wheels were known for their speed as being some of the fastest cars, right? So they made Corgi and Matchbox back in the day have to jump up their game in terms of building cars with faster speed, the cars that could go down the track fast. Now, I'm very happy to see this one again because there was only one in the B case, but here's another Moon Eyes cool combi. So I got it again, and I'm very happy to have this. And so love it, love it, love it. Also, something I couldn't wait to get my hand on, and this is from the Euro Motorsports perspective. And check out this Zonda R, also in white. So that to me is pretty fantastic too. So I was glad that I was able to pick this guy up. So yes, yes, yes. In my collection, you know I'm going to have to get a couple of extras because I need to be able to open. So I had to pick this one up because I do have a lot of friends that are bone shaker people. So here's the latest bone shaker in the CK. So it's black with those huge white walls on it. So pretty interesting, something new. Now, I had to pick up both of these, and I hope the green screen's good with that. But this is that Volvo P1800 Gasser. You see the difference already off the bat? This one on the top is an error. Notice the wheel is black and it's chrome in the front in terms of the mags. And here's what it's supposed to look like. Both wheels should be chromed, so I picked up both so I could compare and contrast. So as you can see, the top one is what we would call an error. It came from the factory like that. And some people are error collectors. They like cars that have errors because they know there's not going to be a ton of them out there because it was an error, right? So you won't see a ton with the back wheel like that. From a fantasy perspective, here is the next Batmobile they did. So now we got this Batman Forever Batmobile. It's not usually the favorite Batmobile, but I'm glad to see it in this casting. So anybody who's just a Batmobile fan can appreciate this. For me, it's the 66 or the 89, but the Batman Forever one is okay. It's still okay. And then also from the fantasy perspective, here is the third recolor on this Barbie Extra, which is kind of like supposed to be like the Corvette, but it's a little different. It's got these wings on it. So the first one was gray, the second was pink, and now here it is in white. So had to pick that up because I do have friends who collect cars that are specifically from some sort of intellectual property or IP. Now, there are some premiums that I did pick up. So this was great. So this is part of a 5-car set in that car culture, which is kind of a throwback to the old drag strip cars, the Drag Racing Demons. There was a series called Drag Racing Demons, and so now in a sense they're bringing them back, and here we go with this Ram Charger. So that's pretty cool. So I'm trying to get that there for you. Yeah. So there's 5 cars. That one was number 1. This one is number 2. So it's a classic Volkswagen Bug. I think this is pretty cool. So I love this one. The Bugs are interesting. They're just fun looking cars. You can really modify these and do some things to them, but because of that unique shape, wow, why wouldn't you want that, right? So that was number 2 in that lineup. Number 3 in that lineup is this 64 Chevy Nova Gasser. So wagons are fun, love wagons, and so this set is hot. I can't wait to see some of the funny cars that they're going to do, right? Because if you're going to do drag racing, you got to do funny cars, all right? Number 4, this is a 73 Plymouth Duster, and because I'm a big Mopar fan, I do like this. So it's either, the old saying was either Mopar or no car, and so Mopar was the Plymouths and or the Dodges. So this here is that Plymouth Duster. So love this. Eventually later on, this would be the car that Tom McEwen would use as the basis to build one of his funny cars off of, right? And Tom McEwen is the mongoose, and we know Don Snake Prudhomme was the snake in that pair that traveled around doing a circuit of snake versus mongoose, right? And Hot Wheels was instrumental in bringing them on too. Just a whole bunch of stuff. There's a movie out there about this that you can check out. And then finally, what's number 5 of 5? It's this 33 Willys. And that completes this set. I don't have the, I guess you would say the Chase, which would be the 0 of 5. Didn't see that there on the pegs, but at least I got the set itself, 5. This one, and this is the 5th in that set. So that's it. That's what I was able to get on this particular run. I'm going to keep this short. We do have some more subscribers that came on board. If I can remember off the top of my head, there was someone that had subscribed recently, said they were new to collecting, so welcome to collecting. The name was, the new subscriber is GIOH, is it that? So I hope I said that correctly, so welcome aboard. So again, this is what I'm going to tell you guys, like always. And when you're new or when you've been collecting for a while, just remember it's not about the value and how much it's going to be later. Just collect what you love and love what you collect. And if you do that, that's how you can have some joy in this hobby. Okay, that's it for me. This is BJ Max, and I'm out. Deuces.